you've seen the well-to-do up on Lenox Avenue, on that famous thoroughfare, with their noses in the air, high hats and coloured collars, white spats and $15, spending every dime for a wonderful time. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, if you're blue and you don't know where, if you're blue and you don't know where to go to, yeah. This Irving Berlin fella seems to have come a bit of a cropper here, Jeeves.
Sir?
This new song of his, too many words, not enough notes.
If you'll pardon me for saying so, sir, it seems to be a reasonably straightforward syncopated 5/4 time signature. If you were to accent the words if, where, and fashion, I think you'll find that the correct rhythmic pattern would emerge.
If, where, and fashion. Right. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. More or less gets away with it, Jeeves. What about this? Spangled gowns upon a beauty of hand-me-downs, on clown and cutie, all misfits, putting on the Ritz. Well, just as well for him he chose the Ritz, Jeeves. Imagine the trouble he'd have got into if he decided to write about putting on the Regency. I mean, where do you suppose he'd find a rhyme for Regency, Jeeves?
With due expediency, sir?
With due expediency. Putting on the Regency doesn't really work, does it, Jeeves?
Very true, sir. I wonder if I might have a word, sir.
What? All right, Jeeves, what is it?
I received a letter from my Uncle Charlie this morning, sir. He's considering marriage and would like to know if I'm likely to be in England for the ceremony in September.
Most unlikely, Jeeves. I have no intention of returning to Blighty in the foreseeable future, if at all, Jeeves. I mean, think of the advantages of this wonderful country, Jeeves.
Very good, sir.
Aunt Agatha doesn't live here. Roderick Spode doesn't live here. Madeline Bassett doesn't live here. Honoria Glossop doesn't live here. I mean, the list is endless.
As you say, sir.
Send your Uncle Charlie your felicitations and the customary fish slice, Jeeves.
Very good, sir.
In fact, send him one from me while you're at it.
Thank you, sir. And will you be in to luncheon, sir?
No, Jeeves. As soon as I've mastered this, I'm going to look into the Pumpkin Club.
Very good, sir.
Bingo little as I live and breathe. Bertie Wooster! I didn't know you were in New York. I'm here with my uncle. How is the old chap? He's come over for treatment. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you having lunch? Just on my way up. No, you don't want to eat here. I'll take you to a little place I know. Best food in town. Lead on, fruit.
Will you have what you always have, Richard?
Of course. And my friend will have a hamburger and French fries. We'll both have coffee to drink.
1 cheese omelette with fries, 1 hamburger with fries, and 2 coffees.
Strange, that. English girl working here.
What do you think, Bertie?
Oh, bingo, you're not in love again.
Of course I am. Wouldn't you be?
No, I blasted well wouldn't. Don't you take a day off once in a while? Tell me about your uncle.
What about him?
You said he was ill.
Oh, not really. He's in the Glossop clinic.
That's not my old chum Sir Roderick Glossop, is it? The loony doctor?
That's the chap. Only Uncle Mortimer's not loony. He just eats too much. His doctor told him he'd got to lose some weight and shoved him off to see this Glossop chap. When Glossop moved over here, Uncle Morty came with him.
How long has he been in the clinic?
In all, just over a year.
Crikey, he must have lost a lot of weight.
Not an ounce. Isn't she adorable, Bertie?
Good morning, sir. A fine morning with some scattering of cirrocumulus and a light breeze from the southeast. You'll pardon me mentioning it, sir, but I discovered this article on our hat rack. I can only assume that a tradesman left it.
Oh, geez, we're not going to have a difference of opinion about that hat, are we?
I'm not yet in a position to say, sir.
This is what is known among the fashionable elite as a 42nd Street skimmer, Jeeves.
Gentlemen do not wear straw hats in the metropolis, sir.
Jeeves, I am not going to discuss it any further.
If you say so, sir. Mr. Little is here to see you, sir.
Oh, Lord, we'll stand by for sharp squalls and gale-force winds from the direction of Art's Diner, Jeeves.
Sir?
Mr. Little is in love again, for the 53rd time on this occasion, with a waitress from Art's Diner and Grill, where every sandwich is a work of art.
Mr. Little is certainly a warm-hearted gentleman, sir.
Warm-hearted? He has to wear asbestos vests.
Bertie, I want you to do a bit of diplomatic business with my uncle. He always disapproves of anyone I want to marry, and I need his approval.
But, Bingo, every time you fall in love, something goes wrong and you're left in the lurch. Why not leave tackling your uncle until everything's fixed and settled?
It is fixed and settled. She accepted me last night.
I thought you only met a week ago.
Why do you always... Bertie!
What?
Do you remember that frightfully subtle scheme I worked out, telling him you were what's-her-name who wrote those books?
I thought that was my idea, wasn't it, Jeeves?
Perhaps so, sir.
What do you mean, perhaps so?
Well, perhaps I misremember the occasion, sir, but I had always believed that I was to some degree responsible.
Oh, nonsense, Jeeves. I remember as if it were yesterday. I said...
Never mind whose idea it was. The point is, it was a corker. What I say is this. Rosie M. Banks, forward once more.
Sorry, Bingo, out of the question. I will not go through all that again, pretending that my pen name was Rosie M. Banks and that I'd written all those frightful novels.
Not for me.
Not for you, nor a dozen like you.
I never thought to hear those words from Bertie Wooster.
Yeah, yes, well, you've heard them now. Paste them into your hat.
Our very last copy, sir.
This is an absolutely rotten idea, Bingo.
Here's her latest. Just sign it to Lord Bittlesham from Rosie M. Banks with all good wishes.
Well, have you read the belly thing?
You don't have to read it. They're all the same. Innocent but doughty young mill girl, waitress, shop girl, falls in love with poor but handsome young architect, motor mechanic, mining engineer. Innocent but doughty, etc., is blackmailed into compromising situation by even more handsome but dastardly mill owner's son. She's rescued by poor but handsome, who then finds out that he's the rightful heir to the Duke of Dorset, and they live happily ever after. When Uncle Mortimer reads all that, he'll be a gone swan.
May I help you?
Good afternoon. I'd like to see Lord Bittlesham, please.
Up the stairs, suite 4.
The intake must be constant and ensure you have a sweet course with each meal. At least 3 helpings at each sitting are essential. Yes? Oh, it's Bertie Wooster, isn't it?
What ho, Sir Roderick? I'm here to see Lord Bittlesham.
I didn't know you knew each other. Come in, come in. Bertie Wooster is here to see you, Mortimer. Oh, what a wonderful surprise.
Well, heard you were laid up, you know.
Why don't you stay and have lunch with us, Bertie, after you've finished here? Take the opportunity, Mr. Wooster, if you can. Sir Roderick has the most sublime chef.
Oh, well, thanks.
I'll see you later, Bertie. Mr. Wooster, I wish to congratulate you. I wish to thank you. You go from strength to strength. I have read All for Love. I have read Only a Factory Girl. I know Madcap Myrtle by heart, but this is your bravest and your best. It tears the heartstrings.
Oh, well, I brought you one of those, as a matter of fact.
Oh, thank you. Oh, inscribed. How kind. Mr. Wooster, I'm a better man for having read this book. Really, a better, sweeter, deeper man. Ah, my treatment. A harsh regime indeed, Mr. Wooster.
A better man, you say?
Yes, infinitely. I'm full of human charity and sweetness towards my fellow man.
Oh, including young Bingo?
My nephew, Richard? Well, yes. Even towards Richard, yes.
Oh, stout fellow. Or rather, good egg. Because I wanted to talk to you about him.
Didn't I tell you the chef was a master?
He wants to get married.
Well, I see no reason why he shouldn't.